Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Casey, and this is my RC, and behind me is the Jeep. As you probably can't see, I've got my video camera strapped to the roof of my Axial Bomber. I wanted to do a quick video comparison between the GoPro Hero 7 Black that I just picked up and the GoPro Hero 5 Black that I've been using for a little while. The new stabilization on the Hero 7 is supposed to be really crisp and a lot better than the Hero 5. And I've shot a couple of videos before with my camera strapped to my Bomber. It makes for some neat shots. And I haven't really seen anybody with the new Hero 7 Black mounted to an RC yet. So I use both my GoPros lots for out when I'm off-roading, and I wanted to kind of get a side-by-side comparison with the new Hypersmooth and the older stabilization in the Hero 5 Black. So let's go check it out. For reference, I have both GoPros set to 2.7K 60 FPS, and the only custom setting I have with Protunes is a max ISO of 800. Okay guys, I'm just going to start this off by taking the RC up and down the driveway a couple times, and just what it would look like from a point of view perspective, having the GoPro out on one of my RCs taking on the trail or strapped to one of the Jeeps off-roading. Then I took it through the garden a little bit, wanted to see how it would handle going up and down some inclines and over some larger obstacles. So I really found that this section of my driveway kind of gave the best side-by-side comparison of the bumps going up and down the sides, the edges of my driveway. Let's make these full screen, and you can see the difference between the Hero 5 Black and the Hero 7 Black going through this section. It's quite significant. So here we are with the Hero 5 Black in full screen, going up and down the sides of the driveway through some of the bumpier sections. Quite jittery, and if you look at the house, you can see how much it's bouncing around and really hard to focus onto it. And here's the Hero 7 Black doing the exact same section of the driveway. Looking into the background, you can just see how much less jittery it is. And you can see the house is quite smooth here as we come closer to it, and it isn't bouncing around, and you can definitely focus on it a lot more. Now for comparison, here is the GoPro Hero 7 Black strapped onto my FeiyuTech gimbal. Same settings other than I'm running at 30 FPS, so this is 2.7K. I really wanted to include this shot. I really like it. You can see when I'm pointed straight up in the air and then bouncing around, just the difference in the stabilization between the two GoPros. So in these next shots, I wanted to see how the stabilization was dropping off a couple rocks. So going off one slowly and then gassing it and going off the second one. Let's see these again one more time in full screen. So first up with the GoPro Hero 5 Black, rolling off a set of rocks. Still does a pretty good job, but pretty bouncy coming off that second set of rocks there. And here we are with the Hero 7 Black doing the same obstacle. It is a little bit smoother, especially right here. Doesn't quite bounce around as much as the Hero 5. So here's just one more shot with the GoPro Hero 7 Black mounted to my FeiyuTech gimbal. I just wanted to give another comparison between using the Hero 5, the Hero 7 with stabilization and a gimbal. Coming off this drop here, you can see that it is significantly smoother than either of them on their own. So I want to highlight this next shot here. When I have the Hero 7 mounted to my gimbal, the gimbal naturally is going to keep the camera nice and level while it's maintaining its smooth shots. So now with the Hero 7 Black, you're going to have the option to maintain a point of view that is exactly the same as the vehicle that you're mounted on, while also gaining the ability to have some pretty good stabilization. Not quite as good as a gimbal, but better than you've had access to before, and not have to worry about that changing of point of view.
This here is probably the bumpiest section of my yard that I could find to test this on. Once again, GoPro Hero 5 on the left, GoPro Hero 7 on the right. So you can spot that there is a difference between the two cameras here, even in this really bumpy section. So here's a quick shot of the GoPro Hero 5 Black on its own, going through the same section of yard, and you can get a full screen view of it. And here we have the GoPro Hero 7 Black going through the same section that we just saw with the Hero 5. And it is still quite bumpy, but smoother than what the Hero 5 was showing. And I think this is where the gimbal really starts to shine in comparison to what the Hero 7 Black has for stabilization. You can see just how bumpy this section was in the other two clips, and just how smooth it is with the Hero 7 mounted to the gimbal.
Well guys, there you have it. Quick little test. Show the difference between the Hero 7 Black and the Hero 5 Black. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Love to hear from everybody here on the channel. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and support the channel. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can see when my new videos go live. And don't forget to check me out over on Instagram, Casey_250. I'll see you guys in the next video.